as we accelerate to the C-suite, uh, many times we have our credentials, because not that, if you're in healthcare and you're a fellow in ACHE, that doesn't necessarily mean that you do a better job but you don't ever want that to be an excuse why not. So your credentials. But the other thing that we have to do, and I think particular women and women of color, it applies to everybody, but to make sure we always stay intentional about being a high performer and getting results.
Yeah, right.
Not just results, but desired results. So those are the things that, as we prepare ourselves and want to stay and move up, we have to continue to do that. But going back to your whole point about taking risks, I did a talk once on swimming with the sharks. And that's what, we're involved in this industry, or in an industry, particularly as a woman of color. You are constantly swimming with the sharks. The sharks could be your boss, could be your colleagues, could be the people who work for you, et cetera. So you have to develop those skills and protect yourself in your journey. And some of the ways you do that, one thing we haven't talked about that I think has been helpful to all of us in our career is we talk about having a sponsor, having a mentor, or kitchen cabinet, et cetera. But one thing that helped me to continue to be successful was an executive coach, because you have to have some way of being vulnerable and being able to hone your skills, et cetera. And if there was one thing that I would have changed through this whole career was understanding the importance of a coach early on, because probably some of the mistakes I may have made, or maybe some of the things that I didn't do intentionally, I would have done differently. Thank God I did understand and appreciate the importance of having a coach. Most times at a certain level, we have to be bold enough to ask for that for these organizations, because once you reach a certain level, and I know with a lot of organizations aren't necessarily as committed to that. So you might have to do it outside of that. But that is extremely helpful, particularly as you move forward and into the C-suite.